Hey everyone, I just wanted to take a minute to be thankful. I know, sounds a little bit schmaltzy video, but I'll try my best not to make it so. I just find it important to take a break every now and then and base myself, since in the hustle and bustle of daily life, being busy with all our tasks and worries, we forget to take a look at our lives and be thankful for the things that are going great. And that is what I want to do in this video. Because I know that I have been lucky in life to be where I am right now. So let me just go down memory lane and tell you a short story about me and art supplies. For those of you who don't know, I was the typical Eastern European kid coming from a modest family under quite modest circumstances. I remember being very careful and cherishing a set of new pencils, especially if they seemed to be branded ones. I had a set of blue Staedtler pencils for more than, I think, 6 years, if I remember correctly, because I was trying to use all my other shitty no-name pencils, so I have the Staedtlers for longer. Now I take them for granted, which is normal since I am a grown-up and have my own income, but still there was a time where they were special and I don't want to forget about that. The first time I saw marker sketches on YouTube, I was amazed by the chisel tip markers. I had markers before those, the super bright ones, the saturated children, the colored markers, but just like now, back then I wasn't that much into coloring either. But these markers, they were gray and they were different tones of gray and they were used to sketch amazing vehicles and robots and all sorts of concept sketches. So I went out to the one art shop I knew about and lo and behold, they were gray markers. And they were super expensive, at least for a university student who didn't have money. Back in that time, if I had something break on my computer, like a keyboard or a mouse, I had to work with that broken device for around 2-3 months until I had saved up enough of my allowance to be able to buy something new. I remember I was always several generations behind with my video cards as well, so I was playing games that were 4 to 5 years old on my PC. Anyways, after a couple of months of convincing myself and saving up, I finally bought one gray marker. Not a set of gray markers, no. One singular warm gray, I think it was number 5. And it was amazing. And I was barely using it because I wanted it to last. And of course, because I wasn't using it, it sort of started drying up pretty fast. I didn't know what to do, but it sure felt like I have something special and I wanted to cherish it forever. Eventually, when I ended up studying industrial design, I had to buy some markers because we had sketching classes and we needed markers for shading and coloring. At this point, I was alone in a different country with no income, living off of all my savings. So while buying markers was a necessity for my studies, I still couldn't afford to go crazy. I bought 2 cold gray markers, a 4 and a 2, and I bought a couple of colored ones. Of course, I had to buy refills for those as well, and prices were around 4 to 5 euros per marker and 6 to 7 per refill, I think. Even now, I find these prices to be ridiculous. Anyways, these were all the markers for the first and second semester. After that, I started getting markers from friends. We had different sections of industrial design and the business-oriented ones didn't need sketching. So my friends who were studying that gave me their markers. By the end of my studies, I had a hodgepodge of brands and colored markers. I didn't have the transitional marker sets, but at least I could use highlight colors, and with my pastel chalk, I could create nice transitions as well. So I am very thankful to all those people who were so kind and generous and gifted me with their markers and other art supplies. And after that, I started working for a company where we were actually using Copic markers for doing live sketches for clients. Crazy. I was in charge of ordering markers. And as I said, not just any markers, but Copic markers. So I could order all the gray tones or the color tones I wanted. And of course, every now and then I forgot a marker in my pocket and they ended up home. So to my bosses, if by any chance you ever watch this, I am thankful and sorry for not bringing some of the markers back. And now, because at some point I decided it would be fun to create YouTube videos and share my knowledge on the internet, I am in the very privileged position of having markers and other art tools sent to me for free so I can try them out. Like the markers I am using in this video that got sent to me by Ahuhu. I will make a proper review video very soon telling you what I think about them. But for now, I am thankful to be able to have all these markers that I was longing for throughout my young adult life, and I'm very thankful for the universe and the people and the opportunities that got me here in life. I guess the message of the story is that I find it important to slow down and take a look at your life. It is easy to be disappointed or angry with all the things that go bad because we notice those more. But there are so many things that go right in our lives that we don't realize or don't acknowledge at all. I think it helps a lot with one's mindset if we slow down, take the time and tally up all the good things. And I don't mean just the obvious things here. Think of the weather or your health. You don't notice the weather unless it turns horrible or if it's spectacular. No one cares about the overcast day or a half cloudy day, but after a couple of days or weeks of cold and rain, a dry overcast day can be something amazing. Same thing, actually, even more so with our health. We don't think about our health and how lucky we are when everything is in order. But once we get a cold and can't breathe properly, or pull a muscle, break a bone, get some sort of sickness, then we start praying to all our gods and the universe and promise everything just to get healthy again. But what if we would take the time when we are healthy and do a check-in, look out the window, feel our body, our muscles, take a nice deep breath and give thanks to all these things. Then all of a sudden many of the daily problems and annoyances might seem less important. I am annoyed by X thing, or in our case, I'm annoyed that my drawing is not coming together. Yeah, okay, fine, that is a legit feeling. But don't forget about all the positives surrounding you, like good health, good weather, friends, family. And there are many things you can be thankful for that overshadow an annoyance. I'm not saying not to feel negative feelings. What I'm saying is that when I get a chance to slow down, assess my life, and be mindful and thankful for all the things that are positive or even just neutral, the annoyances and negative things don't seem quite as bad anymore. And you don't have to wait till something is going bad for you to be thankful for the good things. Take a moment out of your life when things are fine or just okay to do this as well. I was doing this similar thing when I was a younger kid without even realizing it. I loved mountain biking and I was always a bit of a loner, so I enjoyed riding by myself. And one of the things that I did without thinking about it was to take a break during riding when I was on the top of a hill or a clearing in the middle of a forest or just a cool spot. I sat down in nature and just wanted to take it all in. And with that, without doing it willingly, I just had this feeling of thankfulness come me over. The nature was beautiful. I could see small animals, bugs, birds around me, sometimes fruits in the trees. So everything was just cool. And all this just made me want to be thankful to be able to take all that in. And seeing all these positive things around me made me reflect on the positive things in my life and made me be more thankful for those as well. That is what I am sort of doing with this video. I just wanted to be thankful. Thankful to my parents for working extra hard and giving me all the opportunities in life that led me down this road. Thankful to friends and family for being there for me. Thankful for you guys for supporting me. Thankful to my girlfriend for putting up with me, and just thankful to the universe itself, I guess. So now that we are done with the schmaltz, I hope I have still some of you around who are still watching and listening. And if you are, why don't you write one thing in the comment section that you never thought about, something maybe neutral, maybe positive that you are thankful for. I would love to see what are the things that you lovely folks are thankful for. And with that, as always, if you want to support me, link to my Patreon and Gumroad are in the description down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, or subscribe if you are new to the channel and think you would like to see more drawing videos. Leave me a comment telling me what you think of the video, or if you have questions and suggestions as well. But as always, the most important thing is that you folks have a great time, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.